and welcome to this week's Unlimited highlight. So for this week, I thought I would look into one of the videos that have been put onto Unlimited that were taken from the Unexpected DVD. Now, as a few of you may know, going back sort of 10 years or so, I used to produce a lot of material with my best bud, Marc Spelmann. Now, good news, we have got some Marc Spelmann products coming out, some new products coming out later on this year and going on to next year. But the routine I've chosen to do a highlight on today is a routine called Take Note. It was taken from a DVD we produced called The Unexpected. Now, the idea behind that DVD was to produce a DVD that was full of mentalism routines that were impromptu. So these were things, I know there's a big movement now for propless mentalism. Now, these routines are not propless mentalism. They do use props, but the beauty is these are props that are readily available almost anywhere you are. So it would be banknotes from your wallet, it would be business cards from your wallet, it would be bits of paper or napkins or a pencil. It will be stuff that you could do almost anywhere you were. So the routine I've chosen today is a routine called Take Note, which was one of Marc's routines from the DVD. And I will say as well, filming anything with Marc, for me, was an absolute joy, because even though we would discuss the routines before we actually filmed the DVDs, the performances were just done on the spur of the moment. So we knew what we were going to do. We knew what the routines were and the basic structure of the routine. But we would just present it and have fun, have a bit of banter. And a lot of people seem to like that. They seem to like the natural sort of flow that we had together. Now, on this one, I'll say Marc does most of the talking because he's presenting the routine. But it's a great little routine, and bearing in mind, you don't really need anything to perform it. So let's take a look at Take Note.
Peter.
Yes, Marc.
I want to give you some money, I really do. But you know what? I feel that in life, nothing
See,
is
now
free.
straight away, I love the fact that a routine uses money. That's always a great draw into any routine.
Okay. All right? I think you could use it. All right? So here's what we've got.
Yeah.
We've got a £5 note, a £10 note, and a £20 note. All right? Mm-hmm. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a prediction about what I think
it's
you might
a
go for. Now,
three-way prediction,
notes, clearly,
1 out of 3,
most people would go for
but
the
you can
note.
get so much time out of it,
Okay.
and it does seem impromptu because it's out of your wallet.
It's a fiver, I get to win it. He's not going to think I'm going to go for the fiver. But by the very nature of making this one obvious, now that one becomes more appealing, and maybe that's where I'm pushing you towards. The safest bet is to go for the £10 note, but I don't want to influence you in any way. But if I manage to predict what you will do, you do not win the money.
Right.
That's game over. Okay. If I fail to predict what you will do, you get to keep it.
Yeah, it's just a really great hook
Sound good?
for a routine.
All right, you're a bit nervous, you're right.
Well, I'm viewing these 3 different notes as 3 separate things.
Okay.
McDonald's kebab, Indian.
He's right. Okay.
So,
in actual fact, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be even more fair.
yeah.
If you manage to throw me off and I do not predict what you've gone for successfully, or what you're going to go for, you get to keep all of them. So now you're in a bit of a... Actually, now...
Well, that's a 3-day feast.
That's a 3-day feast. Or you could donate the money to that operation that I know your nan needs.
It's a 3-day feast.
All right, well, I'll leave it up to you what you do. I'm going to
See, the other thing that's really nice about this, usually with routines like this, your predictions, as you know, with multi-outs are in different places. The nice thing about this is he's writing a prediction in front of me, which obviously means there can only be one, which I really like.
Down here, which I believe is what you're going to do.
Okay.
Peter, please. 3 notes, 5, 10 and a 20.
Yeah.
Which one are you going to go for?
Against my better judgment, I'm going to go for the 20.
You're going to go for the £20 note?
Yeah.
Okay. Take your hand off it because you haven't won it yet. You're going to go for the 20. Now, I kind of understand why you would have done that. I mentioned that clearly it's the most value, da-da-da-da-da, and by making it seem obvious, maybe in your mind, the reason why you went for it, maybe because that made it seem unobvious. Oh, he's never going to do that because that seems so obvious. Maybe that's why you did that.
I did think you predicted the 10.
You think I predicted the 10. I have actually predicted something, Peter. You remember that I wrote this down, and if you could just read what that says.
It does say you will choose the £20.
And I'll just show that to the camera there. You
It's
will
lovely.
choose the £20. Is that clear? Now, the sad thing about this, Pete, is that 1, you don't get your 3-day feast.
Yeah.
And 2, your nan is going to miss out on that operation or the change from the 3-day feast. But you can keep that. I know, I'm sorry. Well, you can keep that as a souvenir. I'll take back my money. I really wanted to give you that as well.
Lovely routine.
She's a lovely lady. But, hey, NHS.
Simple, easy to follow, and direct.
You're so bloody good at all this, aren't you?
But what? So that is take note. It's a great routine. It is impromptu. You just need a few business cards, a few notes, and a pen, and it's really good. But what really amazes me about that is how Marc hasn't aged. Yet look at me. I mean, there's something going on here, isn't there? I spent more time looking at the colour of my hair in that video than I did watching the trick. So that is take note. That's on Alexam Unlimited. You can learn that right now for only £4.99. But as well as that, you can learn over 150 other routines, all for that £4.99. And there'll be more routines where my hair's even darker and there's more of it. Who wouldn't want to see that? So anyway, that's this week's Unlimited highlight. I hope you enjoyed it.